Great morning, Saturday morning to everyone out there. Another week is down, and I'm hoping everybody made it through. A lot of positivity. Uh, Anything you were trying to accomplish for this week, I hope you got that done. And I know I had a great week. It was a very busy week, but definitely a very productive week. And I'm glad you're here this morning to join me because we're going to talk about, as always, we're going to have a great, wonderful topic. And I'm hoping you all understand where you are in life, where you want to be in life, and figuring out, and my job is try to help you do it the best way you can and do it safe and positive and keep it simple. So, and before we get started, as you all can see, welcome to everyone again. I wanted to let you know that if you haven't looked at it yet, you need to go on onboard101.com/Marion Trainer. You must educate to participate. It is a great course for everyone, down to people who have fitness challenges at your job, personal trainers who want to know more about uh, health, the body, concepts that give you a better conversation with your clients. The 12 module course, check it out. And next, what I do want to talk about, because a lot of these things help keep the show going. And so what we have is, if you have not started protecting your identity, you may need to start now. And you can start by going to mariontrainer.com, clicking on Identity IQ. They will protect your credit. They'll protect anyone trying to buy something or purchase something in your name or attract your account. They will alert you, and they will stop it before it gets to the point where you might lose just about everything you have in your name, bank accounts, getting cars in your name, just ruining your credit. Check that out, Identity IQ. Go on mariontrainer.com, click on that, click on the button. And the next one we have, I'm going to be doing, this is what I have. Women, you do not have to suffer in silence. I say this all the time. Check out Pink Lotus. They have everything that you could possibly want. It is a women-only site. I've vetted them, teamed up with them, and I realized over the years that I have been in this business of fitness and health that is one of the things that happens to women at some point in their lives. So check it out, mariontrainer.com, Pink Lotus. And last but definitely not least, we're going to talk about the Marion Trainer Healthy Family Recipe Book. And with that, I haven't done it yet, but if you have not gotten it, if you're confused about what meals you should prepare, if you're worried about your macros, how do you go about, counting the macros, the recipe book will do, there's recipes in there that will do it for you, and it will give you the times. My favorite is the one with the mango chicken. I like it. That's my favorite. So check it out. And we also have a section in there where it's probably over 50 different recipes, maybe 100 recipes for shakes. Everybody said, well, I'll make a shake, it doesn't taste that good, or I solved that problem. Download the ebook, go to mariontrainer.com, check it out, Marion Trainer Healthy Family Recipe Books. Click on shop and it will come up. Coming this week, I am going to do a crazy sale. I want to make sure it's in the hands of everyone out there. Okay, so let's get started. And we all seen the title. I put it out there so everyone can see it. I'm starting to try to work on myself and put a title up, my show up beginning of the week, so you can see it and you can be ready for it. Pouring into those who pour into you. Did you hear me? And if anyone out there has heard me, make a comment so we can see what you're saying. If you're here with us, anywhere you are, have a comment so I can know that you're on. Can you hear me loud and clear? I want to hear from you. And here we go. There we go. So again, listen to me closely. And I have this out of the way. Listen to me closely. We're going to talk about pouring into those who pour into you. A lot of times we get caught up in most of the negativity. And I wrote this right here this morning. It was, really interesting. People are always concentrating on the negative from other people instead of concentrating on the blessings from those who believe in them and support them? Why would you concentrate on people who are not celebrating you or tolerating you? But if you celebrate the ones who are celebrating you, show them the appreciation, thank them for being a part of your life, thank them for being there to giving you that support that you need. Because a lot of times it's so hard. It's so hard to get that. But when you do get it, sometimes pick up the phone and give them a call and say, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for being in my life. I want to thank you for supporting me. And I did that this week with a couple of people that I know and that has really supported me. Very few, but for the ones who have, and before the show is over, I'm going to give a shout out to the people I know who believe in me. When I was down, they Johnny on the spot. And if you have people like that in your life, there's no reason why you shouldn't want to move. There's no reason why you don't want to keep creating that network of growth and success because of those people who are in your life that believed in you. It is so hard to find. But when you do find it, embrace it and let those people know, I thank you. There's some people out here who get opportunities and they don't share it. Some people can stumble on something that's so great and they don't share it. Why is that? If you're one of those people, change that. You would like to bring up everyone that come up. Now, that doesn't mean everyone is going to come, but it will not be because you didn't let them know. It will not be because you didn't embrace the connection with that person. It won't be because of lack of not knowing or lack of not trying to help the person. So when you look at it all, at the whole scheme of it all, what you want to be in a situation where it's about getting and having the support that you have and letting people who are in your life understand why they're important to you. Hard to find. At the end of the day, you basically, that pouring into others who are pouring into you. Like, take for instance, if you're a parent. Sometimes you may get a little irritated with them because it sounds like they're on repeat. They're repeating themselves, or you got that one friend who's like, I don't think you should do that, or I think you need to, kind of cut back or pull back or whatever. And you may get irritated. But you want to hope, and you should know that most of the time, some of those people have your best interest at heart. And they just don't want to see you hurt. They don't want to see you disappointed. Now, is this going to prevent everyone from being disappointed and hurt? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I remember my moments. Being down, and I've heard the whispers and, oh, good for him, blah, blah, blah. And, he's arrogant, da-da-da, and whatnot. You know what? For the people who believed in me, it wasn't about me being arrogant. It was about me being confident. And they were confident enough to believe in me. Now, I'm a little forward most of the time. And sometimes my forwardness or my so-called being real may make someone just feel like, it may make someone take it as Marion's being boastful. No, I'm not being boastful. Maybe sometimes I'm coming from a place of motivation. I want to motivate you. Someone asked me the question years ago when I was competing. And it was in South Carolina. I didn't show that I was going to do. He said, well, how do you think you're going to do? I said, well, I'm going to win. That was misconstrued and said that Marion was being arrogant. But the people who knew me, hold on. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. Okay. Another one of those distractions. I apologize for that. But again, I said I wanted to win. They took that as me being boastful. So I say to you, I always turn to the people who understand me. At least I feel they understand me. And why should I minimize myself? Oh, I'll quote Deion Sanders. Forgive me if my confidence offends your insecurities. Because I'm on that tip of I'm going to be around the ones who support me, not the ones who just saying things to you or saying, "Oh, you're great, you're great, you're great." I don't need that. I need someone who's going to be understanding, or someone who's going to say, Marion, you got a little more work to do, or Marion, you need to do X, Y, Z. I'm okay with that. I can take helpful criticism. But we're in that day and time now. A lot of people won't take the helpful criticism because they think you're attacking them. And no one is trying to attack you. Maybe they're just trying to get you to see an angle or a part of the situation that you don't see. Sometimes think about that, and again, being around people, and you all hear me say this all the time, be around people who support you, celebrate you, not tolerate you. And if you don't, you'll be questioning yourself. You cannot be around people who make you question yourself. If you believe something so in your heart, and let's take, for example, because this is the season we're in. We're in the season, this is the fitness and bodybuilding, figure, bikini. We're in that season. But these people started working way back in January. And now I know you've heard one of my segments on my show was stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Be ready so you don't have to get ready. So when you see these people and you only see them in that little moment in time, and they're looking good, but you don't see where they started. You don't see all the sacrifice that they made. So instead of calling them vain or, oh, they're so into themselves, maybe you should say, wow, what did you do? How long did it take you? When did you start? What made you do this? If we all will come from a place of being curious, wanting to know, and try to get a little bit of knowledge that might help us, that might be the difference maker in someone's feeling even better about themselves. Because sometimes you don't know the road you've traveled until someone taps you and says, how far did you come? That, how much difference that can make to a person? It can make a huge difference. Someone asked me probably several weeks ago, how long did it take you? I said, I've been at this for about 36 years. I've been working out for 36 years. Go, whoa, I don't have that long. Well, I said that was my story. That doesn't mean it has to be your story. I chose a path that I felt was going to be good for me, and it worked out. Now, were there some bumps and bruises along the way? Of course there were. But I met a lot of people who was like, hey, man, I like what you're doing. Keep doing what you do. And did I have naysayers? Of course I did. But I didn't let the naysayers stop me or hold me back. I pour into those who pour into me. You want to break bread with me? Great, we can break bread. You want to chop it up? You want to have a good conversation? You want to debate something? I don't think anything personal. Let's do it. But what you will not do, and what you should never allow anyone else to do, is to bring in negativity into your life. And mostly 9 out of 10 times, when people are bringing negativity towards you, it's because something about themselves they're not happy with. And if they're not happy, if I can bring happiness to you, wonderful. But it shouldn't be a must. So, to bring more context to the story about pouring into those who pour into you. And many of you have seen me in the gym. I have like this great workout partner, and we've been at this for about 20 years. But when I tell people my workout partner is 79 years old, like, oh, you can't be working out with nobody that old. And I'm like, they're not old. They're like 79 years young. Because if anybody I can count on, want to go to the gym, they're ready to strap up and get in there and get at it, it would be my friend David Pointer. I mean, it's like, when you have somebody who's like been there in the trenches with you, and he's seen my highs, he's seen my lows. And the one thing I noticed, and I often tell him, whether I send him a text or whether I see him in person, I appreciate you. You know how hard it is to find someone like that? And if you do, tell them you appreciate them. Because sometimes it's the little simple things, whether we working out. And I remember back in the day, we would just go to different gyms. It wasn't about, and our meeting together wasn't about, oh, I lift much more than you. How can you be my workout partner? No. I tell anyone, it's like I told him, I need to work out with people who have just as much desire as I do, or someone who just want to show up. A lot of people don't show up. They think they want to do it in their mind, it's built in there, but they don't follow through. And I can sound harsh when I say this, but you can't tell me nothing if you don't take care of yourself. Because you are the most important person you know. And if you can't take care of that person, and even if you have people who are trying to pour into you and you're not taking that in, you're not, you may need to reevaluate where you are in life. My last show, I said your health is your wealth. So you chase after wealth and you won't take care of your health. You won't surround yourself with people who will show you or give you that little bit of advice, say, I believe in you. You got to get to the point where, surround, put it, even if you only have one person. How I got started, I always give him a shout out. My uncle, Darnell Dobson. Everybody think we're either brothers because we're pretty much close in age, but maybe him and David are those two are, I can call 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and they're gonna be there. And of course, if my uncle is listening, he knows there have been those 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock calls in the morning, and he didn't question it. He was like, where are you? So knowing I have those kind of people, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say, my number one fan also, my wife, because she's always on the spot with me. And she'll tell me, she'll give it to me good, she'll give it to me bad, but she will give it to me. And I appreciate her for that. Because you want to be with someone who's going to say, you know what, maybe you should think about this. So when it comes to my schedule, she knows my schedule probably better than I do. I just send it to her and she's spitting it out to me. And I really appreciate that. And what I'm trying to say to everyone is, I just named out 3 people that pour into me, and I'm going to always pour into you. That's who I am. And for those who know me, I believe in loyalty. Loyalty is royalty. And just sit back for a second. Think about your life. Think about where you've gone, where you've been, where you come from, where you are, and where you're trying to continue to go. Because if you cannot put your position yourself mentally to want to get to that point of being the best you can be, and you don't have anybody pouring into you, then you might need to reevaluate who you're around, who you're listening to, who you're going to associate with. I'm here to tell you, at the end of the day, it is a great feeling to know I have people out there who have my back. I'm not worried about the naysayers. They're like not even on my radar. I'm aware, but I don't let it register to me, and I don't think on it too much. I don't think on the negativity too much. I try to develop a plan and I try to execute. And the ones who support me, I try not to let them down. That's what it's about. And y'all know, I want to thank you all for supporting me and your continued support. But go on MarionTrainer.com, join the site, look at the products. I'm sure it could be something out there for you or a family member or a friend or a coworker. I'm going to end this like I always do. If not you, then who? If not now, when? Y'all take care of yourselves, but most of all, take care of each other. Y'all have a great day.